Hey, it's Corinne, 365 Days of Open Heart Living. Today is day 55, Reflect. So I brought my kids up to Dresser, Wisconsin, Trollhagen, and they are skiing with friends today. So I thought I would just take a moment. I was feeling inspired. I was feeling like I needed some meditation. So I was like, I'm just gonna bring you guys into it. And I'm kind of in a funk today, honestly. It's gloomy out and I've been so busy. I'm wearing myself down. It's just, life is a lot right now in good ways, but it's just a lot. And so I was feeling like I needed a meditation break. And when I started to think about what the topic could be, my mind kind of brought me back in time. And I started to reflect on being up here at Trollhagen. And 4 years ago was the year that my husband died. And he died in April. But in January, February, I was taking my son up here for lessons. And I was studying to gain my certification as a AcuEnergetics spirit level meditation instructor. And I remember sitting here, just as I am now, sitting in my car and having my notes and my materials to study and practicing because I was preparing to take my exams. I believe I started to take my exams in February. And yeah, it kind of brought me back in time. And then that made me sad to think of how much has changed since then. But in the reflection of it, I also got a glimpse of how far that I've come. And isn't that true? When we live day to day and we are in the moment, sometimes our mind catapults us forward into thinking about the future. Sometimes it brings us to the past and either ruminating about what was, what could have been, things that were, positive or negative. But sometimes reflection can be used as a source of amping yourself up. If you're feeling down about where you are and you reflect on where you used to be, and then that space in between where you were and where you are now, you can start to see and feel that you've made great gains. Even think about this journey, your personal journey of meditation. Today is day 55. You might be past that in your journey, or you might maybe not have come quite to day 55 and how you are choosing to embark on this journey for yourself. But think about the things that have came about for you since you have started putting a meditation practice into place. Do you have moments of feeling more peace, more contentment? Do you use meditation at times where you feel frazzled or you feel depleted or you need a break, you're stressed? Do you use meditation at times to just open and expand your heart? What has meditation added to you at this point? What gains that you've made, there are more to come, so keep going. Today, I would like to connect us into the heart and reflecting on just what we kind of touched on, of looking back at where you have came from and in acknowledging and embracing the goodness and the gains and the hard work that has paid off for you and getting you to where you are right now in this very moment. So go ahead and close your eyes. Center on feeling your breath first. Bringing all of the kind of busyness of the body and mind into one central focus, resting on feeling the breath as it moves in and out of your body, and allowing the body to relax, allowing the mind to relax, and allowing yourself the space to now connect in with your heart. So I want you to go to your heart and feel what it feels like in this moment. How are you feeling? How is your heart feeling? And now that you have a glimpse of kind of how you are doing in this moment, I want you to kind of step back your view of yourself to not be just in this moment, but to be in this week, in this month, in this period of your life, and to see where you're at. Where are you at in life? What are you doing right now with your life? Who is in your life? How are you in your life? Think about those things. What are you doing? Who is in your life? And how are you in your life? Now that you have that kind of big picture and you've touched into feeling into that space, we're going to go back in time. And I want you to just go to where your mind takes you, years past. And wherever that is, think about where you were then and what you were doing. Think about the people that were in your life at that time. And think about how you were in your life at that time as well. So we have the 2 points in time that we are feeling the space that connects them. The point in time that is now, and the point in time that you have just hashed over that is the past. Now I want you to think about something that you have gained or accomplished and what you're doing between then, that time, and today. What has changed in your life in something that you are doing or did. Think of one thing, and when you have that thing that stands out to you, that you accomplished, that you did, I want you to feel in your heart and acknowledge that you did it. Time has brought you from then to now, and through the beauty of time, you have gained this thing that you have done, that you have accomplished. Feel how that feels in your heart now. Feel how that lifts you up. Feel how maybe it even makes you feel proud of yourself. Feel how reflecting on what you have done, what you have accomplished, gives you that connection to knowing you are capable of accomplishing more in the future that is to come. Feel all that possibility that was brought to fruition, and let it open your heart into the possibility of what is yet to come from you and your ability to do the things that you do in your life. Now I want you to reflect back in time and reflect forward to now, and think about who was a person, somebody positive in your life that you have gained between then and now. It doesn't have to be somebody like monumental. It can be somebody new at work that you drive with and you got a work friendship with. It can be somebody that you are learning from in any capacity that has added muchness to your life and expanding just by learning through this person. It could be somebody maybe that has joined your family, or somebody that has joined your neighborhood or your community that you just think is nice, that is dear. Whoever comes up in your mind as somebody that you have gained, think of them and then feel in your heart and allow this reflection to open up again that feeling of possibility, potential, capability, because new people come into our lives unexpectedly. New people come into our lives because of where we take ourselves, because of the things we do, because of the changes that we make. And new people in your life that weren't in your past can absolutely be a gift that lifts your heart and makes your day brighter. Feel your heart now, and knowing how this person has added to your life. And now think about, reflect on your past self, how you were at that point in time, and how you are now, and how you grew to be different in between. And let something that's different about you come forward in your mind as a positive that you have gained, you have grown in or developed, or that you allowed to naturally start to come through you, and exploring who you were and in expressing that. How are you now? And that thing that comes to mind, and reflecting on how you are and how you've changed. Feel that positive thing in your heart. You have grown. You have gotten better. Let it make you smile. And know that there is more growth, more potential, more possibility, and most certainly more capability in how you are today that can elevate you to the next level of how you will be in your future. Open into that feeling in the awareness of your heart, knowing there is goodness growing every day in you through your beautiful heart that you are feeling in this moment. And when you're ready, open your eyes. I feel like a totally different person. Like, yeah, I was definitely in a funk. And reflecting on your gains, reflecting on the strides that you've made, the strength that you've built, the things that you've overcome, the things that you've added to in your life with the accomplishments, the things you've done, the things you have worked for, dedicated yourself to, and saw improvement in, the people that have came into your life to bless you, to be there with you, to just add what they can naturally into your life, and the way that you keep growing, you keep showing up for yourself, you keep moving yourself forward in becoming who you are. You're like a blossom that's opening, and the blossom is your heart. Into every part of yourself that you can open a little bit deeper from the inside and let reflect out is a true reflection of everything that you have came through and from in the past, both negative and positive, because there's so much goodness that makes us who we are, that encourages us to do the things we do, and that helps us to connect in the ways that we do. There's so much goodness, positivity, but we cannot discredit the negative, because in the things that are negative, we get uncomfortable, and that helps us to grow. It helps us to grow beyond limitations. It helps us to do things that have maybe limited us in the past. It helps us to find different ways to be able to connect, to have meaningful relationships, to show up in our relationships in maybe a different way. And the negative that we have been through, when we reflect on where we were and where we are now and how we were, sometimes shows us that we are standing on more solid ground, because change is possible and change is imminent. So where you are today, reflecting back on your past and just loving yourself up from the inside out because you have done amazing things, you're going to keep being amazing. And you're going to keep doing and being and opening your heart to having others in your life and to being in others' lives in beautiful ways. Because you are on an honest journey of open heart living. And I truly thank you for being here, because I really feel like the more open-hearted our worlds can be, and being who we are by having acceptance and openness for who other people are, the world's going to be a better place. And you are a beautiful part of it. So live your heart.